Hello, my name is Philip Blackwell, and today we're going to be doing an instructional video as to how to play the euphonium in the beginning stages. So first, a couple facts about the euphonium. I'll show you right here. This here is the euphonium. It sometimes is confused with the baritone. However, it is definitely a classified euphonium. The difference between a baritone and euphonium would be the size of the horn itself. So most baritones have a much smaller bell, and euphoniums have a larger bell to get a much more warm and dark sound. And also, euphoniums sometimes have a fourth valve that's on the side here. It's called a compensating valve. This one does not have one, but it's also very good for the lower register, and also you have a very much better intonation for this horn. First thing you want to know is another way to tell that it's an euphonium. On top of the bell, there's also another hint that you can see that the tuning slide is, for some of the older models, are reversible, meaning that you can take the slide out and put it back in either way, and it's reversible. That's a true euphonium. I believe this one is not reversible. However, because of the size of the bell and the sound that it carries, it's definitely considered a very euphonium. So the first thing you want to do, we'll put the instrument down here for you, is the mouthpiece and the size of the mouthpiece. You might want to get, to start off, because it's a small shank, you want to start off with a 48. A lot of the horns come with 48s. There's some with 6.5 AL as well. So to get a proper buzz for the euphonium, you want to make sure that you're sitting upright. You're not slouching. You're not sitting to the left or to the right. You want to make sure that you're sitting upright, sitting properly, so you can get a good amount of air and be able to project the air through the mouthpiece and eventually into the instrument. So right now I'm going to demonstrate a proper buzz that you want to get a really full sound of the instrument. So I'll get a little bit closer. My lips are going to be firm. The corners of my mouth are going to also be very tight, so there's no air coming out of either side. So you want to have a very firm buzz, or firm lips, rather. And I'll do this a little bit closer so you can kind of see. So you see my lips are going to be firm, and the buzzing is going to come all right here into the center. Okay? I'll do it again. Right here, right in the center here. Okay? Now we want to apply that sound, that full amount of airstream going through the mouthpiece. You want to get that straight going into the instrument. So sometimes you're going to want to, you'll see students or you'll have beginners that are not just taking enough air. So you'll have this very kind of a, not a little bit of a wimpy airstream going through. So you'll hear, so that's going to take time to be able to get that full stream of air. That's what you want to really aim for, is a full stream of air going through the mouthpiece and into the instrument. So I'll do this one more time. Lips are firm here. Corners of the mouth tight. Now let's try to do this into the instrument. The same rules apply. You don't want to change anything from going from buzzing into the instrument. You don't want to really change anything. You want to do the same buzzing, so I'll demonstrate. Buzzing from here, the mouthpiece, and into the instrument, okay? So we'll start with the first note. Euphonium reads in bass clef, And the first note that you're going to start to learn for your students is going to be concert B flat. And that's going to be the second line in the staff for the bass clef. And the fingerings for the B flat is going to be open or zero position, which means there's not going to be any valves going down. They're going to be all open, but you want to have your hands placed here to get into the habit of that. A lot of times, if this habit is not started early and soon, you're going to get a lot of students with this and here and there, and it's going to be all over the place. So you want to make sure that your students are going to have the fingers on top of all four valves, and that they're placed here and ready to play with any notes. So we're going to start with the B flat. So it's going to have a strong buzz, but not too fast, because that comes later. So here's the B flat here. So the same thing for the lower notes. We're going to need a good solid buzz, but you don't want to do too fast or not fast enough. You want to just right there in that middle range. You want to just have, so I'll do the B flat and then buzzing, and then I'm going to go into the horn. So for hand positions where you want to place your hands, you want to make sure that the instrument can sit on your lap where you're not hunched over and you're not playing the instrument like this. You just want to make sure that it's comfortable. Comfortable where you're sitting upright and you're able to play without any strain in any part of your body, whether it be your lower or upper back. And you want to make sure you're able to breathe with a nice full stream of air and nice full breath. Okay? And this is going to get you started. And we'll next time on our next lesson, we'll start working on different notes and learning the first scale, which will be the B flat major scale. Thank you.